Hey, what's up guys, it's Ryan, and today I've got week 3 of the top 5 Skyrim mods of the week. These weeks so far, these 3 weeks that the game has been out, have just been phenomenal with the mods. The mods are incredible, and I'm really having fun with this game still, and it's just a really fun and incredible experience, so I strongly recommend you download these mods, and just get straight into the list right now. So coming in at our number 5 spot, we have the Scarlett, which is a buildable ship mod, which is a really incredible mod, and something that I've never ever seen before. Now basically, you install this mod, and to start it you have to go into the Solitude docks, and once you're in the Solitude docks you'll find a piece of paper by the docks, and you read the piece of paper and it'll point you to a camp, and then you go into the camp. Well, it's more of a cave, and you go into the cave and you have to kill all these bandits, and then there's just a huge ship, and you bring it back to Solitude, or you can park it wherever you guys want, but it's your ship now. You can customize it, you can build it just like it's a Hearthfire house, and it is just an amazing mod. So this is basically your new house. You can live in this ship, you can store all your stuff here. There's a bunch of mannequins, there's a bunch of, everything that a normal house would have, and it's all customizable and up to you on how you want to make it. So I strongly recommend getting this mod if you're more of a housing person and you really like to be creative with your houses and stuff, because this mod is definitely for you. Coming in at our number 4 spot, we have a mod called Blackthorn, which is a buildable town. I know we just went over a buildable ship, but Hearthfire DLCs have been coming out left and right this week. So we have this new mod called Blackthorn, which you can stumble upon a little town called Blackthorn, and it's just a completely run-down town. There's no one really in it except for one building that is still standing, and that is the building that you can go in and you can take over, and you can rebuild the whole city from what it once was. Now, as you can see here, I just upgraded everything. I have a well outside, I have a wall up, as you can see over there, and I also have other buildings that have already came up, and there's also a manor. I suggest building the manor first if you have this mod, because once you go inside the manor you can enable a cheat that allows you to get all the building materials, so you can just completely build the city all in one instead of having to go get all the resources yourself. But if you are interested in getting all the resources yourself, then you can go ahead and do so, but there is a little button, as you can see. I'll show you right here. There's a button inside of this dresser or closet or whatever you want to call it, and it gives you all the items for the rest of the city. So this is a really fun mod to use if you just want to build some houses and you just want to build the place up from what it once was. And I strongly recommend getting it because myself, I like being creative, and I like having houses, building, and I like just doing all that stuff. So it's a pretty cool mod itself, and that comes in at our number 4 spot. Coming in at our number 3 spot, we have a mod called Knapsack Backpacks, which is a mod that allows you to carry a backpack with you that enlarges your carry weight by a maximum of 100 points, which is really, really useful to have on your character. And actually, this mod actually might require you to go hunting if you don't have deer hides, because deer hides, for some reason, is pretty much all you can use for knapsack backpacks, and you can create them at any smithing station underneath the leather section. As you can see now, I killed 2 deer and I got their hides, and then I go and I make a medium knapsack and we put it on our back, and as you can see right now, it is on my back. It looks pretty stylish. You can make a bunch of different colors with it, and it goes with pretty much anything, and it just increases your carry weight by up to 100 points. I believe the medium does 60, and that's pretty much it for the mod. You just get some extra carry weight, so I strongly recommend getting this. It'll make the game way more easier whenever you're trying to find valuables in caves and stuff like that, and it's just a pretty cool mod overall. Coming in at our number 2 spot, we have an immersive mod called Immersive Citizens. Now, this mod, you might not be able to realize it at first, but once you start going into major towns and cities and bars and stuff like that, you'll start to notice that the NPCs are looking way more realistic. Now, these NPCs will interact with each other way more than they used to. They'll have conversations back and forth in front of you and stuff like that, and it just makes it seem like you're in an actual town square, you're in an actual bar, because at the end of the night, instead of having just like 2 or 3 people in the bar, pretty much everyone in the town goes to the bar and has a drink, and it's just really it makes the game feel way more realistic, because at nighttime there's literally no seats open, everyone's in a seat. As you can see right now, I'll show you in the bar, when I switch it over to nighttime, everyone comes in, even the guards come in, so it makes you see everyone in the town has a life of their own and their own story to tell, and I just think it makes for a more realistic playthrough, and it makes you feel like you're actually here, and it makes you feel like you're actually part of the town yourself. Now this mod pays a lot of attention to small details that maybe you wouldn't even notice before that NPCs did, whether it's certain locations that they lean against or where they're sitting and stuff like that, or they're even speech patterns, how they can talk to one another. It's just the little details that make this game really, really awesome, and I just strongly recommend getting this mod because it just feels way better with the NPCs and being in the towns. You actually feel like you're there, as I said. Now coming in at our number 1 spot, we have something a little different. I would like to give a huge shout out to the people that made the Forgotten City mod. Now I've made about, I believe, 12 episodes of the Forgotten City mod playthrough, and it's like an entire quest, and it's an entire game in itself pretty much, because it took me about 3 to 4 hours to complete the entire quest, which is a really, really long quest if you think about it in Skyrim time. That's a really long time, and it took me a long time to figure things out, and it has multiple endings, so its replay value is incredible, and I just think that the mod is grade A and 100% good. So I think that it deserves a number 1 spot on this list because, you know, recently I've been making a ton of Skyrim videos, and if I'm doing these top 5s, I have to give credit where it's due because this mod is incredible. Once again, a shout out to the people that made it. And for those of you that are new to my channel or have not seen my playthrough of the Forgotten City, I'll leave the playlist link down in the description so you guys can go watch it. It is an incredible mod, and it will keep you entertained through the entire thing. There's never a dull moment in the Forgotten City, so I strongly recommend getting this mod. So that is pretty much it for our top 5 list this week. If you guys did enjoy, I would appreciate it if you left a like and subscribe if you're new. It really helps me out a lot. And if you guys do enjoy this series, be sure to comment saying you want it to keep coming, or if you want it to stop and want me to branch off to something new, just let me know. I read all my comments and I try to reply to all you guys. So yeah, like I said, that's pretty much it, and I will talk to you guys later.